Maybe this Taiwanese tool is made better than this one made in Taiwan, or that one, or maybe even that one. When it comes to tools made in Taiwan, is there really a difference? Does the brand matter? And how much are you willing to pay? I can tell you one of these ratchets is probably the worst one that I've ever tested. You're not going to want to miss this, so stick around. Let's go find out which one of these is just awful right after this.
Just a friendly reminder, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
So we're going to start things off with the new Craftsman V series. You can see it spins smoothly. Then we're going to go ahead and put this on and give it a little force till we move the tire. Then we're going to let go and we're going to see, is everything internally smooth? And it is. So the Craftsman V series has passed that test. Here we have the Tekton tools. You can see that we are locked up a lot. So much so, the Tekton tools has failed the test. Here we have the Icon tools from Harbor Freight. Now this one's so good, we're gonna actually step it up a notch. We're gonna be using the 24 karat gold plated Icon ratchet from Harbor Freight. That ratchet's a little bit shorter, but you can see we do not have any issues. No lockups with the Harbor Freight Icon. Just for good measures, we're going to test out the other, more normal Icon that you would purchase. Ooh, that one did have a little grab in it. So I'd have to say that this one that I have been using has probably failed. Now here we have a brand new Tekton tool. This is their shorter ratchet. And that one spins freely and has no issues. Now what about a Tekton tool that I've been using for a while? Yep. That one's locked up too. So that one has failed the test as well. So kind of interesting results. One of them that left me so perplexed that I wondered what happens if I go out and buy another brand new Tekton tool. Would it lock up? Would it have issues? And we did just that. Like I mentioned, we tested out one Tekton tool. Now we're going to check out the second one and see if we have any issues with that one as well. Again, by hand, not too much force in my mind. 55 foot-pounds. We had a slight little bind up on that. Let's go ahead and take this up to 150 foot-pounds to see if it meets and is able to exceed ASME standards and other specifications out there in the industry. So we brought things up to 155.8 foot-pounds, and yeah, it's locked up. This thing is a no-go. So this, no matter what the price is, it's really locked up, and it's really hard to recommend a tool like this. You're able to break it free. Maybe it's not really an issue. It's not definitely not a safety issue, but it's really, really an annoyance. Let's go ahead and take this to failure and see just how strong this is. But let's go talk about the other ratchets first. Now, as far as the Tekton tool, that one was a little bit of a surprise to me. This is, however, a serviceable tool, and if you call Tekton up, maybe they'll send you out a repair kit, and depending on the damage or difficulty with the tool, maybe even replace it. So Tekton was a pretty quick fix. Now, when it comes to the Harbor Freight Icon, I was actually a little bit surprised that this one had an issue. It wasn't too bad, but you can't gloss over it. It did lock up. Now, this is going to be kind of a double-edged sword. You have to make a trip to the store, and when you're at the store, you got to hope that it's in stock, and then also hope that you don't walk out with some other tools. You know, I don't have a problem with that. Maybe you do. The Harbor Freight Icon one was a pretty seamless, haggle-free, no questions asked warranty, and didn't have any problems with it. Now when it came to the Craftsman V series, this is one of the more expensive options out of all the tools you could choose. It does have a closed head design, so it's not serviceable, but we're going to actually tear into this and show you some of the internals on this, because technically you probably won't ever get to see this again. Let's show you tearing into this. I found something really, really interesting about it. So we drilled everything out, made a little shoulder, and then hopefully we can get this clip out here. We're able to, let's just say I worked at this for quite a while. We're going to go ahead and open this up, get this clip out here, and we're going to probably spend another 5-10 minutes doing this. Now I believe this is the last piece, and if it truly is the last piece, which when I added everything up together, it definitely looked like it. So this thing, you know, we took it to failure, so the internals aren't going to be perfect. Let's pull it out here and take a look at the new Craftsman V Series internals for the first time. And I'm actually, again, this is a higher quality ratchet, and so this is surprising that, or maybe it's not, because again, it's more expensive. There's a rubber O-ring on this. It's really milled out a lot, looks like it's lubricated, and there's that rubber O-ring. So the marketing material kind of shows that it's enclosed, but doesn't say sealed. But this does have a rubber O-ring showing that the drive anvil portion of it is definitely sealed. Now the question is a selector switch. Let's go look at that. Now I probably should mention that this does have a dual detent spring, so there is on this system a little bit more back drag than some of your other ratchets out there, but it's really comparable to the SK Tools USA made ratchet, and that link up above in the cards and down below in the description for that video. So now with these detent springs out, we can take the metal selector switch out. So somebody said, is this plastic? No, the selector switch on the Craftsman V series is metal, and it appears to not have an O-ring. So this is a closed head design with an O-ring on the drive anvil portion, but not on the selector switch. So now about this Titan one. I want to see how strong it is. I mean, out of curiosity, it doesn't really impress me too much. The handle being aluminum anodized looks kind of cool, but the second you drop this on the concrete, it nicks up, it scrapes up, it just isn't as tough as chrome. And this really is not an impressive tool to me. And if you happen to see this and or have had good experience with it, let me know down below in the comments. Other than that, let's go ahead and take this to failure and see how the Titan Tools performs. So all these Taiwanese made tools, the Titan tool, really cannot recommend this. Even though it hits 282.9 foot-pounds, it's just lockups, it's just bind-ups, and the worst part about all of that is I own 2 of these. I feel worse for having bought the second one, but I feel better having tested an extra sample. The Craftsman V series, it's the most expensive out of all of them, and it actually has probably the only seal out of all these tools I tested here. It's not fully sealed, it's just not serviceable, and it is a high quality tool, but what is it about these tools that really make it better? You really got to feel them in your hand, because the warranty on them is pretty much all the same. So the Tekton tool, I mean, that one tested out by hand at 292 foot-pounds. So all these tools here, the Icon one, again, really high up in their 280s, 290s. They're all really, really strong. It's going to come down to price, warranty, and if it's the tool of choice for you. Why don't you let me know down below in the comments which one of these brands, if any of them, is the tool of choice for you. If you've had any good experiences with them or bad experiences, Again, let everybody know down below in the comments. Really appreciate you all tuning in. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it 2 thumbs down. And as always, guys, work smarter, not harder. I'll catch you in the next video.
Just a friendly reminder, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.